Hello and welcome to Let's Learn. So today we'll be looking at KSSM Maths for Form 4, Chapter 4. So these are sets. Now for sets, you'll be looking at three kinds of symbols. Oh wait a minute, you have more. You'll be looking at intersection, right, which is the N. Usually I forget the name, I'll just call it N, right, because it looks like an N. Right, and the union looks like a U. Sometimes I forget it as well, right? Then you have subset, right? Or okay, there is more. Right, you have intersection, union, subset, not a subset, element of, or not an element of. Right. Now how to remember which is which, as in is it the first one element of the second one or the second one element of the first one? You look at the curve. This is what my teacher taught me last time, which is if it is A is a subset of B, you look at this thing, it looks like, this is a person with a big belly, right? So A is the baby of B. So a subset is something that is inside that set, right? That means if this is set B, then set A will be inside of B. Alright? So it's the same thing for element, right? If A is an element of B, that means inside set B, we have A. Okay? If it's not, you just put a stroke across it. Right? Then another one would be this symbol. I call it prime. Right? Sometimes you will see where you have in your functions, right? Inverse function f prime x. It looks the same, but different meaning. Right? When it is prime, it means it is not A, not that set. Alright? So if you say B and it's not A, right? When this is the drawing, the Venn diagram, that means it is B but not A. It will be these, the donut shape. Okay? So remember, when it's N, when it's the intersection, you must fulfill both. Right? If it's P and Q, that area must have both P and Q inside. If not, you don't shade it. It's not part of this P intersect Q. Alright? Now, if it's union, as long as you have P in there or Q in there, you can accept it. That's why you can see when it's P union Q, everything's accepted, as long as it's inside P and it's inside Q. Alright? Now, when it's P and Q, you only accept the area where there is P and there is Q. Right? Where they overlap, that's the one that they want. Now, when we combine the operations, just like every other maths operation, what we do is we look at the ones in the bracket first. Right? So in this case, P union Q. Right? So let's say I draw it here. Right? P, Q, and R. P union Q will be all of P plus all of Q. Alright? And then they are telling you NR. So that means it's that shaded area that also have R only. Nothing else. So that's how you get your answer, which is these three parts right here. Okay? Now, if they're telling you it is outside of this. Right? That means after I have P union Q intersect with R, and I put another bracket and I put a prime. That means after I got this answer, right, after I got this center part, I have to find anything that is out of it. So it would now be this part here, as well as this part here. Okay, I know it looks a little bit confusing. Alright, maybe I should use another color. Yeah. Okay, so because of this, it becomes this here, and this one right here. Right, it's the ones on the outside. Okay. So you can see complement when you put a, yeah, you can see. So when you put a bracket and you put a prime on it, right, it's a complement. Instead of this, is the complete opposite. Right? If your universal set is only these two circles, then it would be this crescent moon shape here and this crescent moon shape over here. Okay? So in this case, they're giving a new one. So if it's A union B, right, A union B would be all this whole part that they did not shape, right? And then they say complement, right? So that means it's outside of that room. Straight away it's C, or the ones that are out of the three circles, right? The area that is out of the three circles. And then they tell you, but I want it to be with C. It must have C. That's why it is intersect with C. So this outside part, which is outside of the three circles, does not have C. So they're out, the question kicked out. The only ones that are left is this part that they have shaded green. Okay? Do it step by step if it's confusing. Alright? Then of course this one, outside of P and Q. So instead of all of it inside these two circles, it is everything else in the universal set. Oh yeah, I forgot about the symbol for universal set. So that one, it's actually very weird. What I do is an E with an S. Right? Not the best looking one, I've tried, but I never seem to get this beautiful ones. Okay? So yeah, that's how you work on sets, right? They're not difficult, they are very easy, and what I love about them is that you can apply it in other statistical questions, right? Where you have elements of certain things, you want to put it in there, what do? You can actually draw it out. So instead of graphical, right? Sometimes we use graphs to make things easier for us to understand so that we can find the answer. This is one of the pictorial ways where you draw it out. Alright? So I hope you can understand this and you've learned something from it. Right? Do remember to subscribe. Put a thumbs up if you like the video, and click on the bell button to receive notifications when I release a new video. Alright, and do share it with your friends so that they can benefit from the video as well. Alright, hope to see you in the next one.